Konnichiwa.
Welcome to Travel Tuesday, where we're really doing our best to come to you live every single week with a new update, a new kind of piece of homework that we have accomplished to allow for us to shift from the normal American dream, home and business and cars and all the things, to relinquishing everything and moving to a digital nomad, geographically fluid lifestyle. So today is really kind of catching us up. We actually had to sit down and write a list, hey there, Claire, of
Hi.
all the things that we've already accomplished and be able to reorganize around ourselves. We only have like 3 weeks before we leave for our next stage, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah, I think this would have been our eighth video. We took a week off last week. Sorry if you were here and we weren't. Um, but in some of those previous videos, we talked about some goals we were trying, some list of to-dos. And so it occurred to us that we have done some of those things.
Yeah, all right, so this really started 2 years ago. We got ready to sell our home. It took forever just to go through enough stuff to be able to think about selling the home,
Yes.
right? We started putting together a succession plan for our business, which
Yes.
turns out you can't just give a 2 weeks notice when you own a business and you want to make a life transition. So took 2 years to be able to do that. And it really has been only 8 weeks since we've been kind of hunkering down and putting our nose to the grindstone to be able to get ready to launch from Maine to our first stage, which is just going to be North Carolina. It's still going to be in the United States,
Yes.
but still kind of physically moving, putting everything that we own in our Prius V wagon and heading to a different state. So some of the things that we have covered already, we had to actually change our whole banking to a cloud-based banking system. Right?
Yeah.
That actually took about 2 weeks to be
That
able
did.
to accomplish.
I did after doing the research and making a decision, and so now we have a debit card, we have a credit card.
Yep, a high yield savings
Yeah.
account, like all the things on one app,
It's
which
all on one app
is awesome because they have
with double security, and
in 24-hour customer service care that's
Yes.
super responsive, that you don't need to be like in an area, you can be anywhere in the world. So that was super
and
helpful.
no fees.
No fees.
We switched from collecting airline miles, since you can't fly right now, to getting cash
Yeah,
back.
cash back.
So that's exciting.
So those little things. We also went through all of Marsden's things, like our son
Marsden's
going
stuff.
through all of his things. That took a good 2 weeks and lots of tears. We digitized all of our photographs. We actually still have a project that. Have any of you done this? Like, you kept all of your kids' art projects from the like preschool.
All of them. All of them.
I'm guilty. I kept
A
all of them.
lot of cute stuff in there.
So many cute things.
Cute things.
So we actually have to go through and digitize that. That's not done yet.
We sent him a few of those things, and ended up going when we moved out of our house. When we sold our house, moved out of our house, we kept all of his stuff, like
Everything.
like every Lego part, just so that he could have the chance to, from Japan, to decide for himself what he wanted to keep and not keep.
Yep. And turns out it was sent to him in like maybe 3 or 4 boxes to Japan. So it was good. But we're not paying storage. Oh my God.
No storage.
Do you guys know that it costs like $80 a month to be able to store things that you don't even use to begin with? That was mind-boggling to me to deal with storage.
Plus,
So we
fun
no
for
longer
him.
have
We got
storage.
to sell a bunch of his stuff and make some money for him to support his lifestyle over there. So we got the banking solution, digitized photos.
So now we're just sitting here going,
Wow.
okay, all right, we're living in one room right now upstairs, just having all our stuff in one room to get ready for the experience of what that will feel like. So that's kind of interesting and cool, getting my office flow down to just one room, including our living, everything. But also, I'm kind of having a quandary, guys. In this day of social media, what do you do with goodbyes?
Yeah,
Like,
goodbyes.
do you spend time saying goodbye when you're connected on social media anyways?
No. So for us, I think it's kind of saying goodbye because we plan on taking people along with us who want to stay connected with us through all the different ways you can be connected digitally. But for us, I guess it's saying goodbye to family and friends and some of our favorite places in Maine. And even that we've had to change that a little bit because of you know, what's going on. But you know, like we have a favorite. You know, we have the story of the first big meal we went on after being living.
Yeah, we were dirt poor,
Dirt
broke. Like dirt poor broke when we first were married, like putting diapers on credit cards kind of broke.
Yeah.
And so for our first wedding anniversary, we actually had a yard sale in order to get enough money to be able to go to the Sedgley's place. For those of you who are in Lewiston and Auburn or around this area, you know, you're probably familiar with the Sedgley's place.
Yeah.
If you're not, you should totally check it out. But we've gone there for every single one of our wedding anniversaries since that time.
Yeah.
I see somebody's given some love for Sedgley's place.
Yeah, that's great.
And we no longer have to have a yard sale for it, which is awesome.
And we just had a 21st anniversary of our second wedding. We've been married twice to each other. And so we're going to Sedgley Place.
Yeah, we're going to go to Sedgley's
Say
place.
goodbye to Sedgley Place. We don't know if and when we'll ever go back. So we're going to just whoop it up and maybe I'll get the prime rib.
Prime rib and some champagne. What do you think about that?
And then we have another place we'd like to go to. So yeah, we've got a few places.
Yeah, so we just have a couple of places trying to get together with Jeff's family because they're all scattered through the state of Maine.
Yep.
My family's going to be mostly in North Carolina anyway, so it's not a lot of goodbyes there. Saying goodbye to my grandmother who's 93 years old and still lives around here, so that's going to be one. But we're finding that as we're getting closer and closer to the leave date, which is probably going to be October 4th, that there's not a lot of time in between accomplishing all the things that we need to do and wrapping up. You know, September 27th is my last day at working at Revelation Massage, so that's kind of wild. October 4th is the last day that I'm going to be meeting with the new owners in person to be able to, you know, review things. I'll still be meeting via Zoom on a regular basis, but that's a major goodbye.
I think at the end of that meeting, we're going to put the 6 bins of our possessions in the car and head south.
Head south.
Head to Gettysburg.
Head to Gettysburg. Yeah. So we'll be stepping into the car in 60-degree weather and stepping out in like 80-ish, 90-degree weather. So that's not unkind. We were on our walk today, and I was looking in the garages of people in the neighborhood, and they have their snow shovels organized in their garages. And I was like, babe, we're not going to have to like shovel this year.
Tuning up the snow blowers, getting ready.
Tuning up the snow blowers, putting away the RVs, like putting away the gardens. Yeah.
We're done.
We're done that. So anyways, that's just a little update on where we're at, trying to figure out like, what do we do about goodbyes? We might, I don't know, you can't fit them all in. There's so many meaningful relationships that we've developed in this area.
Okay.
Like totally meaningful relationships and connections and community members and associations and so many things that we're realizing that in 3 weeks it literally can't be accomplished. So I'm feeling a little paralyzed by it all. So that's when I really connected to the idea that, you know, we're all going to be connected anyways, just virtually. During the pandemic, we haven't been physically connected anyways.
So if the plan works out, 3 weeks from this Tuesday, we'll be saying hello from North Carolina.
Yeah, from North Carolina. So anyways, hi there, Carrie. Great to see you. Hi, Janine.
So
hey, Connie. Great to see you.
Workout routine is done. Digitized the photos. The 6 bins of photos done.
Yep.
Sold the extra car.
Yep. And workout routine actually took a good week and a half to get used to. Even though I go to the gym every single day, BJ Grondin, Prime 360, like totally had me doing things that I was not used to, and I'm feeling a change in my body. So thank you to BJ Grondin at Prime 360. I can take that workout.
We did go to the apple farm. That was the last goodbye.
Went to the apple farm.
Apple picking.
Yep.
Apple pancakes. Apple
something. Apple donuts, which I was actually super excited about that they weren't fresh. So if you go to Wallingford's first thing in the morning, it turns out you don't get fresh donuts. I was actually really excited about that because if they were super fresh and I would have that memory of fresh, oily, hot, steaming donuts in my mouth, I would have actually been craving them. My craving has been totally satisfied. I
said
crave
goodbye
it
without having the last one.
He did. He was strong. So I did it. So anyways, hi Pam. Hi Danielle. Great to see you guys. So we're signing off for now. We'll see you guys next week. And countdown is on.
Yes.
Countdown is on. So if you know anybody else in your world who is dreaming to become geographically fluid, connect them with us. We love connecting with other people of like-minded philosophy. Talk to you soon.